Hi traders, and welcome to the recap show for yesterday's session, which was Friday the 10th of December, and we'll look first at the FTSE. So FTSE is in a corrective pullback, we said, and it needed to break 73.15 to 25 with impulse to start making moves back higher, and if it continued its retracement, we can look to the breakout area for support at 71.86 to 97. So let's go and see how yesterday played out. So we opened up here, and we just had a really strong open to start with up, and then we just held this first zone as resistance. We then did hold this 73.15 to 25 as resistance for the whole of the morning session. There was actually a really nice reversal just here. That's one that we could have taken with the overall context slightly negative below this zone. We could have taken this as a reversal. That's quite a nice reversal pattern there. We then held it again here and here and here. A couple of little reversal patterns in there. Nothing really super high probability, but they were valid signals if they set up as part of your trading plan. Just because they were in a resistance area, once you'd had 2 or 3 tests making higher highs, it starts to get a little bit less probable as well that zone would hold. When we actually came back down, we then got this really strong impulsive move up. Now this is quite interesting. We got a strong impulsive move up, which suggested that potentially we could move higher. Excuse me. And then we got a really strong bearish candle. Now this is a signal that it could be a false break. Generally, for false breaks, I would have preferred the price action to have continued impulsively straight away, but we actually got a bit of a corrective structure after that first initial impulsive move. So it really stayed corrective for the next sort of up until the US Open. So for the next hour, stayed fairly corrective. And if you'd seen a reversal signal in this pattern here, or in this sort of set of price action, maybe you could have taken it along as an impulsive move through that zone for a corrective pullback into this zone as support. We didn't see that. We didn't get a reversal pattern or a continuation pattern as part of this structure, so there was no trade, and then we got the impulsive move back down to suggest the false break. So there was a little bit of a pause in the impulsive price action. There was this corrective structure, but as soon as we saw this impulsive move, then that suggested that this was actually the false break, and there was actually nothing in this price action to suggest getting long, even though it would have been a perfectly legitimate idea to try and look for a long on a corrective pullback into this zone. So that was the FTSE really. So I think the trade of the day on the FTSE yesterday was that first reversal pattern here. Excuse me, and just a little bit of interesting price action there to note around the false break. Luckily, there was nothing really there to get us into trouble for a long in the afternoon. So let's go and have a look at the DAX. So for the DAX, we said it's in a corrective retracement as well, and we're approaching the breakout area, which could provide support at 15,450 to 475, and 405 to 425 would be key today as well. And then we said if we push back through 15,610 to 635, then we could, with impulse, we can see a push higher back towards 15,8 to 25 to 50. So let's go and have a look at today's price action, or yesterday's price action, sorry. Okay, so with the DAX, we did open up at the around the 535 to 555 zone, but we didn't push down towards that 450 zone that we had spoken about. Instead, we actually pushed up. We actually got a nice strong impulsive move through this 610 to 635 zone that we mentioned in the report. Now, when we saw that strong move through, that was a suggestion that we could push higher. Now we did have some resistance as well at 680 to 700, and you can see it just fell short of that area before pulling back. Now you could have looked for a long because we'd had the impulsive move through. This is fairly corrective back into this 610 to 635 zone that we mentioned in the report. So you could have looked for longs in this area here. And we then got this really strong, nice, bullish candle on the back of some US figures up into the resistance zone. Really nice reversal pattern actually here. where we've used it as resistance, corrective pullback, one last little push up, just taking out those previous highs, the liquidity grab is there, and then it fell away again as held that as resistance in the afternoon, and then fell away again slightly. So we did actually hold 610 as support again down here. So we'll have to have a look where we are Monday morning. But yeah, once we break through that 610 area, we have held it as support, and there was actually a really nice reversal and short trade from that 680 to 700 zone as well. So a couple of nice little trades, couple of nice little things there on the DAX. Again, the zones working much cleaner on the DAX than the FTSE maybe at the moment. That's been the theme for a while. But yeah, we'll see where we go from Monday. So I hope you found this useful, guys, and I'll speak to you again on Monday.